I'm a Mac. And I'm a PC. And I'm the White House email server, which might explain the disappearance of 473 days worth of White House emails. Our third story tonight, can we come back to me now? Thank you. In our third story tonight, the White House in heated debate with itself over whether millions of emails, more than a year's worth, including a virtual arsenal of potential smoking guns and some of its worst scandals, are missing or not. After months of acknowledging problems with its email preservation, the White House is now de-acknowledging any missing emails at all.
We have not located somewhere in the system the absence of something. We have not been able to note the absence of anything in our databases.
So you're saying they're there, you just haven't located them yet?
No, I'm saying we have no evidence that shows that anything at all is missing.
In response, House Oversight Chairman Henry Waxman revealed at a briefing 4 months ago, White House staffers told his committee that various White House offices, including Mr. Bush's and Mr. Cheney's, had no archived emails for a combined total of 473 days, spanning 2003 to 2005. Mr. Fratto's claim also disputed by Special Prosecutor Patrick Fitzgerald, who told former Cheney aide Louis Libby's lawyers in 2006 that he too had learned that the White House did not preserve all of its 2003 emails that might pertain to Jack Abramoff's White House lobbying, or to the firing of several U.S. attorneys, or the White House outing of CIA operative Valerie Plame, or to its rationales for the Iraq War itself, if any. Joining us now, a man who knows a thing or two about missing White House records, former Nixon White House counsel John Dean, author most recently of Broken Government, How Republican Rule Destroyed the Legislative, Executive, and Judicial Branches. John, as always, great thanks for your time tonight.
Good evening, Keith.
Nixon had an erased tape totaling 18.5 minutes. Mr. Bush has lost emails totaling 473 days. In numerical context, that is 37,840 times as much missing material. What is the political or historical context?
Serious. It's obviously a terrible multiple. I have great difficulty believing that many tapes would, or that many emails would be missing. What happened in the past was the Congress actually took physical possession of the erased tape. They have it analyzed by the archives. The archives, about every decade, brings experts in to look at it to see if the technology is there yet to recover the 18.5-minute gap. They haven't yet believed it there, but I think that's what should happen with these. Let those hard drives go back to the archives and see if they can find what they need to find on them.
The law, of course, makes no provision for policing incumbent presidents. That is Congress's responsibility. What should be done once this president is no longer incumbent, given that it's not likely something about this is going to happen before his residency expires?
Well, the law has long had a flaw, not only for incumbent presidents, but for actually former presidents as well. Really have no sanctions on them. They have about 12 years where they have pretty exclusive control of their papers and records. So that's another opportunity for abuse if one's inclined towards it. And I've long thought that the Congress should put some sanctions on this Presidential Records Act and make it stick. And until they do that, it's open for abuse.
What could you have in terms of sanctions? I mean, would perhaps the most damaging thing be something along the lines of you can't charge admission to a presidential library that has disputed email missing issues or tapes issues or whatever?
You could go everything from a criminal sanction to a civil sanction of some sort. Particularly, you know, for example, look at Sandy Berger. When he got into presidential records and started destroying them, that obviously became a potential theft of records or a mutilation of records. So there are areas here where there are gray protections right now with messing with government property. But what the statute has is no real remedy for the government to go in and try to find out what's happened, to give them discovery, to learn what's happened, and to get to the bottom of it and then deal with it.
The White House claims that its previous finding about missing emails was wrong. They can find no sign that anything is missing, which is, I guess, disproving a negative. We thought that was impossible. Are we back, though, to the old game? We're not corrupt, we're just incompetent?
Well, there's a little bit of that in that briefing, certainly. It's hard to believe that, indeed, I think somebody has told them that you can't lose these on a tape. They're on a hard disk. They're there somewhere. So that would explain why he said we just don't know that anything's missing. It's just that they can't get to it. What they're showing some incompetence at is any kind of cover story to explain it. They're just putting it out there and not even trying to much deal with it or to deal with the congressional committees that want this information.
There was a second story that dealt with incompetence. FEMA is offering to buy back, we found out today, at full price, trailers that it had already bought in a no-bid contract, then had to sell at 40 cents on the dollar when various communities did not want them because it turned out that they were tainted with formaldehyde. Does the administration simply not value competence even when it affects people's lives?
I don't think competence is high on the criteria for employment at this administration. Keith, I think you'll remember Senator William Proxmire, who used to have the Golden Fleece Award.
Yes.
This is high quality. I think FEMA could probably have a chest full of Proxmire's Golden Fleece Awards.
Retire the Golden Fleece in memory of Senator Proxmire to FEMA. John Dean, the author of Broken Government. Thank you, John. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.